say thank you for tuning in to another episode of This Is Me Natural Hair and Health Show. And I'm your host, Ronita Radiva, Stanford. I really hope y'all have been enjoying your previous episodes where I have been briefly talking about natural hair care, how to transition, different products you can use, your textures. I just gave you a whole list of different things to help you hopefully be informative with your transition and with your natural hair care. Well, today I would like to talk more about the misconceptions of going natural, as well as some of the pros and cons about the difference in natural and being chemical. Also, I would like to briefly go over some of the causes of hair loss, what causes thinning, breaking, and things of that nature. And I really hope that you enjoy and get some very valuable information. Alright, as you know, natural hair is very beautiful. It's very unique. It's textured hair. A lot of people get the misconception that it's nappy hair, it's too coarse hair, they can't do anything to it. But that's not the case. Natural hair is beautiful. It's unique in its own way. Everybody is so different. That's what makes being natural just on a whole different level, because nobody's looking the same. Nobody can rock your same hairstyle or really express it the way that you do, because it's so unique on the inside. You embrace and you transform your natural beauty to yourself, and that's what I love about natural. As we all know, with the difference in the increasedness of a lot of cancers and stuff today, it's being linked to it's being linked to a lot of toxins of the health and beauty aid, and a lot of things in which we're putting in our body and the general public, period. Even things that we eat today is being criticized by, is it causing too much problems in our health, raising our blood pressures, our diabetes, and things of that nature. We have been influenced by so many things that we don't know what's good for us and what's not good for us. Actually, as a matter of fact, as you know, what they say, sodium hydroxide, which is the lye that's inside our relaxers. Do you notice in Colgate, we brush our teeth with lye every day, but yet still we say that we're going to remove the lye from our hair. You need to take a look around your house to see what's already causing a lot of toxins and pollutants, or causing different chemical imbalances within our bodies, as well as, not to mention, like I said, the foods and stuff in our environment. A lot of different things with our paraben, our formaldehyde, aluminum. It's everywhere. You can't even mouthwash. Even look what's inside your children's bubble bath. You got sodium lauryl sulfate inside your baby's bubble bath. It's everywhere, so you cannot completely go natural until you thoroughly look at what's around you, and know that it's not only just about your chemical relaxers, it's everything in which you put into our body. When you chemically relax, you're going from straight hair to uniquely textured hair when you decide to go natural. So it's not that a lot of people look at the fact of why is it so hard to transition. One of the reasons why, also, not only that we get the toxins and pollutants from home or from the overall industry that we've been fed with the FDA, but we weren't taught how to do natural hair. A lot of stylists, especially back in the days and now, was not taught how to do natural hair. The most thing that you had in school, beauty school, was like doing your Marcellin, which is your pullers with your grandmother, your press and curl, or doing like your luster silk jerry curls. Overall, nobody really did natural. Nobody wanted us to express our natural textures like we should. If anything, they just wanted to say put a relaxer or something quick on it and send us out, send us home. Me, I learned a long time ago how to deal with natural hair. My aunt is a stylist, so I learned from her how to do the Marcel like at 6 or 7. Click, click, turn is all I heard as a child. How to click, click, and turn, how to do natural hair. I asked her all the time, grandmother, why are you doing this? Auntie, why are you doing this to grandmother's hair? Different. But anyway, like I was saying, it goes far back than just today's society. So we need to be more aware of what's going on, what we're putting inside our bodies, our hair, and everything. We already know our skin is the largest organ in our body, or on our body. Our skin is our scalp. Our scalp houses the largest blood vessels. You have to be very aware when you put certain things in our hair, our body, and our mouth that it's not causing any problems to us. So when you decide to go natural, please be aware about some of these things. Be aware that things that you're taking away from yourself, that is not things that's essentially needed for the growth and the healthiness of our hair. Why? Because our hair is a molecular structure. Our hair and our body is made out of chemicals anyway. We have to have certain magnesiums, certain coppers, certain irons, your proteins, your fatty acids, your aluminums, our sulfurs. You have to have this in our body, in our hair, because our system itself works on a whole organized structure. So everything has to be balanced out in our metabolism and our mitochondrial system. In order for our hair and our cells to rejuvenate some good hair strands, it has to be fed healthy, nourishable things. You don't want to be shorting out your hair on like your conditionings, your refortifying treatments, drinking a lot of water. Those are things that you need in order to maintain the healthy structure of your hair. Not even if you're just relaxed. Not even if you're just natural. Even if you're relaxed, you want to maintain healthy hair. But a lot of times, we don't. We just want something that's quick, that's fast, and cheap. That's not going to always do it. That is really not always going to do it. You're going to have to invest in ourselves, in our life, in our hair, and so that way we can be better for ourselves, our children, to the next generation, period. I know me constantly, I have to teach my children that even though we right here by Krispy Kremes, I can't go there all the time. It's not good for them. That leads to like diabetes. Diabetes leads to hair loss. You don't want that. But I'm going to take a quick pause, and when I come back, I'll go more into where hair thinning and hair loss.
Queen City Productions and Boy Natty presents The Beauty is Skin Deep Natural Hair Expo for the Mind, Body, and Soul. Saturday, November 24th at the Greenville Convention Center. The door will open at 11 a.m. It will last until 7 p.m. Get ready for the Beauty is Skin Deep Natural Hair Expo for the Mind, Body, and Soul. Experience the latest fall fashions and trends from the exclusive Born Natty fashion line. Vendor spots are still open. Educational seminars focusing on wellness health for men and women. It's the Beauty is Skin Deep Natural Hair Expo for the Mind, Body, and Soul. Saturday, November 24th at the Greenville Convention Center. Well, you need more information? You can call Radiva at 252-258-5730. Martone at 919-271-0497. Beauty is Skin Deep Natural Hair Expo for the Mind, Body, and Soul. You can also purchase your tickets online by going to Greenville in NC 2012 naturalhairexpo.eventbrite.com. Don't forget, it's the Beauty is Skin Deep Natural Hair Expo for the Mind, Body, and Soul. Saturday, November 24th at the Greenville Convention Center. Doors open at 11 a.m.
One.
And we're back. And as I was saying a few minutes ago, like with a lot of toxins and things in which we're putting in our bodies is what makes people decide to go natural. A lot of the misconceptions is that the natural hair is nappy. Natural hair is not nappy. Natural hair is not, we shouldn't even be using that word when we are describing our natural tresses. Natural hair, as you can say, nappy hair is manageable hair. Natural hair is fragile hair. It's not coarse hair. Nappy hair, as you can say, is uniquely textured hair. Everybody cannot have natural hair. They can have natural hair if you decide to go there. But everybody's texture is going to be different when they are natural. So please, let's make sure that we're not using a lot of the derogatory terms when we're referring to natural. Because if anything, the word natural is, you should be looking at that in a more positive insight. It's how we express our uniqueness. It's how we be creative and be free to express who we are with our natural tresses being who we are. We don't need to use like, oh, that word is nappy and things of that nature, because it's not nappy hair. But if you have someone that's using that term that you need to fairly correct them on how to positively use that word, just say, yeah, nappy is very sexy hair. Nappy is coarse hair. You know, just correct them. Make sure they understand how to use the term. Also, a lot of misconception is that people think that natural hair is dull, it's dry, they can't do anything with it. If they go out and work out, then their hair is going to get messed up. That's not true. You can go to sleep on natural hair and don't have to worry about breaking your neck, hurting yourself. You know how we go to sleep, girls, holding on to them curls, trying to keep our hair right. You don't have to do that with natural hair. You're free to be yourself, free to express yourself. Natural hair, as I was saying before, people saying it's dull. It's dull if you're not maintaining it. It's dull if you're not taking care of it. It's dull if you're not putting a lot of emollients inside your hair to keep it vibrant, radiant, and things of that nature. That's why we use certain things like your oils, your honeys, or glycerin oils, different things that will bring the shine into your hair. I'm not talking about oils right now because I did talk about it before. If you need any copies about anything that I previously talked to, come by and see me. But anyway, like I was saying, natural hair itself, or the different textures with that, is what makes you have unmanageable hair. Natural hair is not, like I said, it's fragile. It's not, it don't break and shed unless you're not taking care of it. If you're not taking care of it, yes, you're going to have a lot of budding. You're going to have a lot of popping. That's due to dehydration. That means that you're not getting a lot of moisture into your hair. That means that your hair itself needs to be, you need to do more things to your hair. Not just leaving it out. A lot of people, I ask them, like, what are they doing to their hair? How do they style it? They don't really do a lot. They wear their protective styling, their bands back a lot of time. A lot of headbands will cause your hair to break around your edges. If you want to really be very mindful that this is still your vellus hair. This is like baby hair around here. You do not want to be doing a lot of pulling, tugging, or anything. You're going to start having your receding hairlines, and that's what causes your problems. Overall, you shouldn't have any problems like that. Another misconception is, like I said, you can't do anything or the hair reverts back. A lot of people that likes to work out, they feel like that they can't work out and have natural hair. You can. It's okay. It's all right. You ain't gonna mess up nothing. And if you see a proper stylist that will know how, specialist, natural hair care specialist that is, that will know how to properly groom your hair, you wouldn't have any problems. They can do protective styles, different things to your hair that you can have more longevity into your routine, daily routines. That's why myself, when I ask my clients how do they normally style their hair or what's their lifestyle, that's what helps get me to be able to determine how I'm going to manage their hair, style their hair, or what do they like doing. Some people, they feel like they want to be natural, but they're not ready for the natural. That's your undercover naturalist people. If you're like that, you are not natural. If you're still natural, and I'm sorry, I hate to throw it out there like that, but I just have to let you know that you're not natural. And if you're around here wearing a weave or wig or anything on top of your natural hair all the time, it's a difference if you're doing it every now and then. I ain't going to say nothing. I ain't going to call you out like that. But I'm going to have to send the natural police for you if you're around here natural for 3 or 4 years, but you won't wear your natural hair. That's not cool. You are not ready to embrace who you are and what you have become just as long as you're hiding your natural hair. If you feel like that your hair is nappy and it's all this and that, you're not ready to transition. You have to understand, it's not manicured, laid down hair. It's sexy, curly, textured hair. And you can do so much and so many things with it. And your hair be so thick that you don't have to worry about, like with relaxed hair, a lot of times the hair thin. Right now, if you're relaxed, make sure that you're taking a look at your hair strands, your scalp. Can you see your scalp if you part? Matter of fact, how are the ends of your hair? Can you see through the ends of your hair? If you're doing like that, you have a problem. Your hair should not be like that. The density is off. How much hair growing out your hair shaft is off. You don't need that. You need to be seeing someone that's going to have to be rebuilding your hair and your hair structures. If you get relaxers every 4 to 6 weeks, that's 8.667 times a year. That's almost 9 times a year that you're getting a relaxer. How many months is it in a year? 12? So about every month you've gotten a relaxer. Every month you're overlapping this chemical on top of your hair, in your body, into your lymph nodes, into your bloodstream. You just constantly overlapping. Even if you do get a relaxer, I do still have some clients, because I have the and beauty side of my salon. So I still have some clients that's relaxed. I'll say maybe 5% of all of my 500 clients now is still natural. It's relaxed. And what I have trained them to do is, we only get a relaxer, or they only get relaxed every 3 or 4 months. And they have to about beg me to put a relaxer in their hair, because I'm not going to do that. But at the same time I want to make sure that they understand the healthiness of their hair. But you will learn a whole lot about that at the Natural Hair Expo if y'all get y'all tickets. That's going to be coming November the 24th at the Greenville Convention Center. So if you need any tickets, need any information, please make sure you come by and see Ra, because you know I'm going to be there. We're going to shut it down. That's my other business, Queen City Productions, because you know how we put it down with QCP. But we on another side. I just had to throw that in there about the Expo. You already know how I do. You know how I do. Anyway, I just want to, like I said, briefly give you some misconceptions or some understanding about what goes on with the natural hair. But when I come back, I'm going to take a little break. But when I come back, I'm going to talk more to some of the misconceptions and what causes hair loss.
True Image, Natural Hair and Beauty Salon, proud sponsor of This Is Me, Natural Hair and Health Show. You can be a sponsor of This Is Me, Natural Hair and Health Show by calling 252-364-2904. True Image, Natural Hair and Beauty Salon, located 1100B Charles Boulevard in the city of Greenville, where our natural hair specialist, certified colorist, cosmetologist specializing in healthy, sexy hair, waiting to serve you. True Image Natural Hair and Beauty Salon. Also proud sponsor of This Is Me Natural Hair and Health Show. Call for your appointment today at 252-364-2904.
And we're back. As I was just talking about some of the undercover natural people, it's alright. We ain't going to talk too much about them now. We're going to get back on to the next subject. But as I was saying prior, please just make sure that you understand your decision on going natural. The reasons why, like I said, I gave you some misconceptions, or I cleared up some of the myths about natural. Now, some of the cons of it. It's healthier for you. It's a different lifestyle. It's a better choice. It's not putting so many, like I said, the toxins and things inside your hair. You don't have to get so many chemical burns and things of that nature. A lot of people, they have issues with their scalp, cerebral dermatitis. It's just so many other things that's associated with getting so many relaxers. Not saying that it's always harmful, because there is some people that really can't do natural. Either their hair texture, the time frame, maintenance, is other things where they really probably are opting out for a relaxer. I'm not saying that's totally wrong. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. And everything is everybody's personal choice. I'm not trying to knock nothing from nobody. But if you do still do that, just make sure that it's on a healthier side of things. It's being done at a correct time frame. You're getting done because it's time to be done, and not because it fits with somebody else's objectives or agendas. Also, just be more aware of your overall health. Even if you go to the doctor, be aware if that doctor writes you a prescription for blood pressure medicine, do you already have that at home? Just don't take stuff and do things because somebody say you should. Just be aware of your own health. Like now, I'm going to talk more about what causes hair loss. So you can be familiar with, it's not always the relaxer or your stylist that's causing your hair loss. Your hair itself is an indicator. Since hair is in our organs, it's in our excretory system. Excretory system is your digestive system, your kidneys, your lymph nodes, your sweat glands. It's things that secrete stuff outside your body. So that's why it's inside of that gland. So anything that's going on inside your body, it usually tells with your hair and your hair strands. So if you start to have things go on to your body, just be aware that, or to your hair falling out, might not always be that just your stylist. It could be something going on. I'm going to briefly go down the list of things that causes hair loss. Excessive hair loss is caused by drugs, dental caries, toxolitis. You can have sore throat, and that can cause you to have hair loss. Anemia, people with iron deficiencies, that can cause your hair loss. Swallowing excessive mouthwash. That was a new one for me, because I'm studying, as y'all see. I never knew if you take too much mouthwash, it's going to cause your hair to come out. But because of certain things that's in mouthwash, is probably why. So just be aware. Just be aware of everything you put into your body. But a fungal infection, that can cause your hair loss. Improper diet, excessive x-ray exposure, that radiation, all of that causes hair loss. Postpartum hormonal changes. That's when the ladies are just having the babies, that can cause your hair loss. When you changing a lot of our menopause, that causes hair loss. Our difference in our birth control pills, that causes hair loss. Us women, period, we a whole chemical hormone testing machine sometimes. So you already know how we do. We have to be aware that certain things in our hormones causes hair loss. Birth control methods, as I just said. Your iron deficiencies, that also causes hair loss. Scalp injuries, that causes hair loss. High fevers, that causes hair loss. I'm just realizing that our hair is the temperature of our health. Why? Like I said before, it's an indicator of other problems going on in our bodies. So if you're having problems with hair loss, if you go see your stylist, it'll be also good to see your doctor just to get you a hair mineral analysis. Give me a minute, I'm going to be doing that in my salon. You already know how I do. But that's something that'll test how many minerals, magnesiums, and different things in your body that you might and might not need. Also, syphilis causes hair loss. Chemotherapy causes hair loss. Diabetes, hair teasing your hair too much. Braiding, weaving, hot styling tools, thyroid imbalance, poor nutrition absorption, tight ponytails, traction, cancer, chemicals, vitamin deficiencies, and medications. Some of the reasons that I list is not limited to why hair loss, but that is some of the major reasons why a lot of people do lose their hair or their hair be breaking out. A lot of times we don't understand that it's our, sometimes like women, we get the IUDs and different other birth control methods that's really wreaking havoc on our bodies. So without a lot of people that's going transitioning to natural, they really want to be healthy. You know, they know there's other things that's going on. Like I said before, with the increased breast cancers, or not even just breast cancer, cancers as a whole has increased in our bodies, in our general population, period. So we have to just be more aware. That's why with This Is Me Natural Hair Health Show, I do hope that I can be bringing you some useful information that you can use that can help better your whole overall lifestyle. Me, myself, I try to make sure I practice what I preach. I try to make sure that I'm feeding my children correct things. I can't always sit in the McDonald's when I'm in here too long. I got to start doing other things, but just make sure we be aware of what we put into our bodies, because you eat good, you taste good, you be good, but it just been a whole aspect, period. But in closing, I just want to say I do hope that y'all do understand some of the misconceptions, the pros and cons of going natural. Different derogatory words that we should not be using. Of course, it's slang. It's people that's ignorant, don't understand what's going on. That's why you just learn the correct term just to correct them. But also, hope you understand like certain reasons why hair loss or why we lose our hair and things of that nature. But also, in closing, once again, I want to say thank you for watching and tuning in and for being just supporter of This Is Me Natural Hair and Health Show. Why? This is me? Because I'm naturally beautiful and I'm loving it. That's why this is me. And I'm going to continue to be me as long as God blesses me to be here. But in closing, like I would like to say, make sure you get your tickets for the Natural Hair Expo, November the 24th at the Greenville Convention Center. It's from 11 to 7. I will be having a model casting call soon. If you want to model, if you want to perform, if you want to be a sponsor, definitely call me. Because you know I want no sponsors. But anyway, it's going to be a whole nother day full of fun and excitement. But in closing, once again, I want to say thank you for tuning in and being a part of This Is Me Natural Hair Show. And we're out.
Queen City Productions and Boyd Natty presents The Beauty is Skin Deep Natural Hair Expo for the Mind, Body, and Soul. Saturday, November 24th at the Greenville Convention Center. The door will open at 11 a.m. It will last until 7 p.m. Get ready for the Beauty is Skin Deep Natural Hair Expo for the mind, body, and soul. Experience the latest fall fashions and trends from the exclusive Born Natty fashion line. Vendor spots are still open. Educational seminars focusing on wellness health for men and women. It's the Beauty is Skin Deep Natural Hair Expo for the mind, body, and soul. Saturday, November 24th at the Greenville Convention Center. Well, you need more information? You can call Radiva at 252-258-5730. Martone at 919-271-0497. Beauty is Skin Deep Natural Hair Expo for the mind, body, and soul. You can also purchase your tickets online by going to Greenville and NC 2012 naturalhairexpo.eventbrite.com. Don't forget, it's the Beauty is Skin Deep Natural Hair Expo for the mind, body, and soul. Saturday, November 24th at the Greenville Convention Center. Doors open at 11 a.m.